Hi there, welcome to Black Mesa. I'm Blastinus, and this is going to be a very different LP from the last time. You see, Black Mesa is a modern reimagining of the original Half-Life 1, but it also contains a degree of humor to it, a degree of silliness. More importantly, it also contains subtitles, so things are going to be a lot easier to understand, and also a lot easier to goof around with.
Good morning and welcome to the Black Mesa Transit System. This automated train is provided for the security and convenience of the Black Mesa Research Facility personnel.
This tram ride, this one tram ride, it is actually almost completely lifted from the original Half-Life 1, and this is what caused a whole revolution in real-time storytelling.
At a pleasant 68 degrees at all times.
Like, you know Doom 3. Doom 3 was a game which told its entire story through cutscenes, or through people talking in your ear over the radio. Half-Life 1, everything happens around you. There are no breaks from your perspective. And that is what really changed things around in terms of how stories were told in first-person shooters. People sort of underestimate, I think, just how important this tram ride is.
From Level 3 dormitories to Sector C test labs and control facilities. If your intended destination is a high-security area beyond Sector C, you will need to return to the Central Transit Hub in Area 9 and board a high-security train.
You see, everything that you see going by, everything the narrator is, or the PA system I should say, is telling you is either important set building or will become relevant later. Just everything that you see going on around you, it's building atmosphere, it's creating foreshadowing.
Material routinely handled in the Black Mesa compound, no smoking, eating, or drinking are permitted within the Black Mesa transit system.
And also, how about that music? Half-Life and Half-Life 2, its sequel, was really big into a sort of electronic, almost techno-sounding music.
Please keep your limbs inside the train at all times. Do not attempt to open the doors until the train has come to a complete halt at the station platform. In the event of an emergency, passengers are to remain seated and await further instruction. If it is necessary to exit the train, disabled personnel should be evacuated first. Please stay away from electrified rails and proceed to an emergency station until assistance arrives.
Alright, so a little bit of background on the Black Mesa mod itself. Originally, it was produced back in 2004. Not too long after Half-Life 2 was created, people wanted to create a remake of Half-Life 1 in Half-Life 2's source engine, originally known as Black Mesa Source. And the mod sort of grew and grew until it became a retail version, with Valve's permission of course, in 2015. And then, later on, it added further episodes into the game through an update in, I believe, 2017 or 2019, somewhere thereabouts.
In a separate secure broadcast transmission. Remember, more lives than yours may depend on your fitness.
And yeah, what we're trying to establish here is our protagonist, Gordon Freeman, while a scientist, is also a skilled athlete and also a practiced runner and jumper.
Do you have a friend or relative who would make a valuable addition to the Black Mesa team? Immediate openings are available in the areas of materials handling and low clearance security. Please contact Black Mesa personnel for further information. If you have an associate with a background in the areas of theoretical physics, biotechnology, or other high-tech disciplines, please contact our civilian recruiting team. The Black Mesa facility is an equal opportunity employer.
So yes, everything that we need to know about our protagonist, even though we never see him, except during the title screen where we see a man with a goatee and glasses. Everything that we need to know about Gordon Freeman is established here and in the dialogue of the people who talk to him.
A reminder to all Black Mesa personnel. Regular radiation and biohazard screenings are a requirement of continued employment in the Black Mesa Research Facility. Missing a scheduled urinalysis or radiation checkup is grounds for immediate termination. If you feel you have been exposed to radioactive or other hazardous materials in the course of your duties, contact your radiation safety officer immediately. Work safe. Work smart. Your future depends on it.
Yeah, that was me disguising a cut where I accidentally failed to look at something important. Not the guy trying to get out of a toxic spill, but that man in a blue suit. Pay attention to that. That'll be important later.
Stand back from the automated door and wait for the security officer to verify your identity. Before exiting the train, be sure to check your area for personal belongings. Thank you, and have a very safe and productive day.
Morning, Mr. Freeman. Looks like you're running late. You know, Barney's been pretty scarce around these parts. Guess his bar tab must have finally caught up with him.
And if you've never played this game before, I'm sure your first question is, who the heck is Barney? Well, Black Mesa, having had the foresight of being made several years later, makes a lot of references to things that will only become relevant in Half-Life 2. For instance, the fact that the original character model for Gordon Freeman had a little ponytail in the back, which they eventually
Hey, Mr.
changed.
Freeman, I had a bunch of messages for you, but we had a system crash about, 20 minutes ago, and I'm still trying to find my files. Just one of those days, I guess. They were also having some problems down in the test chamber, too. But
Get away
I
from
think
there,
that's
Freeman.
all straightened out.
I'm
They
expecting
told
an
me to make sure
important
you
message.
headed down there as soon as you got into your hazard suit.
So, the original Half-Life 1, it used only a few models for scientists and security guards, resulting in a lot of characters looking very interchangeable.
Hey,
It's happening!
cut it out!
What the hell is going on
horoscope was correct.
Did someone pull this fire alarm or something?
Come on, Gordon. What are you trying to do? Get me into trouble?
Murtaugh, come in.
Yeah, I'm here.
What the hell's going on up there?
We had a little accident up here, sorry.
Yeah, well, that better be the last accident you have today. Understood?
Copy. Damn, Gordon.
So, this game instead uses not an interchangeable number of models, but a rotating variety of facial features and heads. Characters can look very similar, but it's not quite as prevalent as a whole bunch of guys with Einstein hair just kind of popping up everywhere.
Protection system seems to be online now. Those TPS reports have gotten progressively worse. Hard to find good help these days. Yes, about that. We're going to need you to come in this weekend. What? I've already made plans. Oh, don't worry. You can always attend. You're living in the past. That experiment is single-handedly responsible for inspiring my career in science.
How much recognition do you think you're going to get for reproduction, though?
You should focus on inventing something new and unique.
He does have a point.
Oh, but this is more than replication, I assure you. For one, it shows how far our field has come since the original study was published.
Yeah, this conversation here is a not too subtle discussion about the idea of remaking a game.
I've recreated. I can't stand to hear another word of this malarkey.
Don't mind.
And if we take a little sidetrack here, it's the Blue Man again. His actual name, they call him, is the G-Man, or, the government man. He has certain importance in the series, let's just say that. We'll be seeing him again very shortly.
But here's something.
And then, priority 1. We need to get ourselves suited up, but first...
Hello? Creativity is the art of hiding your Good heavens!
What the hell? You think you can fix the vending machine too, college boy?
We will never hear the end of this.
Yeah, you best make like an atom and split. Cause, that was you-know-who's lunch.
Hey, wait a second. This vending machine doesn't charge me anything. And you want to know why? Because all the cans are empty.
For technical support.
There's actually an achievement for using 20 vending machines. In the spirit of Half-Life 2, Black Mesa includes a bunch of really inane achievements for doing completely random things that have really no purpose besides, getting an achievement. It's kind of peculiar, but, I like it. It's one of those things that if you're so inclined you can do it, but there's actually no real reason to except for the case of achievement. Anyway,
Can you access the mail server?
so let's move on to the actual quarters. No, not here. The other door.
Why do we all have to wear these ridiculous ties?
The names on the lockers are actually the names of the people in the development team. I'm not actually going to go over every single one of them. That's just a neat little fact.
Welcome to the HEV Mark IV predictive system for use in hazardous environment conditions. I am reactive power.
see. Oh, thank heavens! I'm in dire need of some toilet paper. Ah, I remember my days in the hazardous environment suit.
So, how's about that dramatic toilet paper rescue music, eh? There will actually be multiple snatches of some music that pop up at various convenient moments. And, yeah, you can basically do whatever while they're playing, and so you can often sort of deflate what seem like real dramatic moments.
Moment.
Go right on through, sir. Looks like you're in the barrel today.
Greetings and salutations, Dr. Freeman.
Yeah, I suppose I could stick around and look at all these signs, but that would be boring. And I don't do boring.
Did you catch that last fluctuation? It's nothing to worry about. Can this wait?
Yeah, I suppose it can. After all, it's not like the world's gonna end soon.
We should harness the remaining photonic energy to ensure resonance control. Double-check the Brewster's plate's angles and make sure the superluminescent diodes are protected from optical feedback. How curious.
What's up, Doc?
The optic modulators are on the fritz again. Greetings and salutations, Dr. Freeman.
Yeah. If they sound like they're talking weird, it's because that's how intellectuals talk.
Ah, Gordon, there you are.
Nice of you to finally join us, Doctor.
We've just sent the sample down to the test chamber.
We've boosted the anti-mass spectrometer to 105%. Bit of a gamble, but we needed the extra resolution.
The administrator is very concerned that we get a conclusive analysis of today's sample. I gather he went to some lengths to get it.
They're waiting for you, Gordon. In the test chamber.
Right. Come on then, I'll walk you down.
Yeah, that particular line, in the test chamber,
Eli has been busy
is
making
something
last-minute
that's sort of
preparations
become a
for
little
the
bit of a
new
meme
experiment.
in the community. I even ended up using it in my Doom 3 LP at one
Morning,
point.
Izzy.
I trust this morning finds you well.
Gordon, good morning. I'm glad you're here. These last-minute changes, they're a bit strange to just... Oh! It's about to go critical.
What in the blazes is going on with our equipment?
It was never meant to do this in the first place.
It's nothing we can't handle ourselves, Eli. Run along, Gordon. We'll be but a moment.
Should I be concerned? I feel like I should not. Maybe I should be concerned. Like, that's the equipment I'm going to be using that's exploding there.
By Becquerel's ghost! The radiation level is off the charts. You know, this is far from the glory I had envisioned as an undergrad.
How so?
I've got 2 PhDs and an Ørsted medal, yet I find myself doing work best suited for an intern.
Please. You do very meaningful work here.
Really? Push that button. Walk over here. Push this one. Stand and stare at the screen. Walk back over there. Push another button. Again.
Come now, you're overreacting.
I don't know how much longer I can abide these perfunctory tasks. I need more time for myself.
Ha! Don't kid yourself. You wouldn't know what to do with free time if you even had any.
That tears it. I'm going to check with the office upstairs and see how many vacation days I've accrued over the past 25 years. It's high time I took a break from all this.
Yes, definitely. Everyone deserves a break now
there
and
you
then.
Everybody's been looking for you, hombre.
Ah, here he is.
I'm afraid we'll be deviating a bit from standard analysis procedure today, Gordon.
Yes, but with good reason. This is a rare opportunity for us. This is the purest sample we've seen yet.
And potentially the most unstable.
Now, as long as we follow standard insertion procedures, everything will be fine.
I don't know how you can say that. Although I will admit that the possibility of a resonance cascade scenario is extremely unlikely. I just don't feel...
Gordon doesn't need to hear all this. He's a highly trained professional. We've assured the administrator that nothing will go wrong.
Yes, you're right. Gordon, we have complete confidence in you.
Well, go ahead. Let's let him in now.
The test chamber.
Testing. Everything seems to be in order.
All right, Gordon. Your suit should keep you comfortable through all this. The specimen will be delivered to you in a few moments. Now, if you would be so good as to climb up and start the rotors, that way we can bring the anti-mass spectrometer to 80% and hold it there until the carrier arrives.
Hey, wait a minute. Who put a stool in here? Someone could trip over this.
Dr. Freeman, please.
Sorry, I'm just very focused on this incredible breach of safety.
Is this thing on? Gordon, climb up and start the rotors.
You know, maybe that other guy had a point. I'm a theoretical physicist, and all I do is press a button as well.
Very good. We'll take it from here.
Power to stage 1 emitters in 3, 2, 1.
I mean, granted, it's a very important button, but I just kind of feel like, yeah, our intelligence is really not as important as our ability to climb up a ladder. I bet most scientists couldn't climb a ladder.
Gordon, we cannot predict how long the system can operate at this level, nor how long the reading will take. Please, work as quickly as you can.
And they're not kidding, actually. You can get a game over if you take too long on this next stage. I kind of wish that I got that recorded because, well, it's kind of stupid. Like you have to be kind of just dawdling for a long time in order for it to occur.
Sustaining sequence.
We've just been informed that the sample is ready, Gordon. It should be coming up to you at any moment. Look to the delivery system for your specimen.
Alright, now it's time for some real science. Pushing a cart.
Non-standard specimen. Get away from the pan! Oh my God! Shut it down!
Shut it down!
Someone get it out of there! Shut it down!
It's not shutting down!
Well, this could be going better. I must say, some real science is happening here, though. And me without my notebook. think we're in Kansas anymore. Alrighty, I'll see you guys next time. But first,
Goodness, I'm certainly looking forward to the end of today, aren't you?
Sounds right.